Have you ever heard the expression, when one door closes, another one opens? We've compiled a list of people who have proven that adage to be true. They were all fired from their jobs at some point in their careers, but instead of letting that stop them, they went on to become millionaires and even billionaires. Prepare to be inspired as you learn how they turned their setbacks into comebacks. Number 1. Steve Jobs, $40 billion. Did you know that Steve Jobs, the big boss man behind Apple, was once fired from the company he helped create? But that didn't stop him from making a major impact on the tech industry. After leaving Apple, Jobs founded Next Computer and co-founded Pixar Animation Studios, which made some of the most awesome animated movies ever. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the super cool iPhones we use today. Number 2. Simon Cowell, $600 million. Did you know that Simon Cowell, the music executive and TV producer extraordinaire, got fired from several jobs before making it big? Cowell started his career in the music industry as a talent scout and A&R executive, but it wasn't until he started his own record label that things really took off. Cowell eventually accumulated wealth by becoming a judge on popular shows such as American Idol, America's Got Talent, and The X Factor. Number 3. Vera Wang, $650 million. Wang was laid off from her job as a fashion editor at Vogue magazine, but she used the opportunity to pursue her dream of becoming a fashion designer. Today, Wang is one of the most successful designers in the industry, with her brand known worldwide for its bridal wear and high-end fashion. Number 4. Jack Ma, $23.6 billion. Jack Ma is the founder of the Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba Group. Before founding Alibaba, Ma worked as an English teacher and was turned down for a job at KFC. Ma founded Alibaba in 1999, and it has since grown to become one of the world's largest e-commerce platforms. Number 5. Michael Bloomberg, $59 billion. Michael Bloomberg is the co-founder of the financial services and media company Bloomberg LP. After being fired from Salomon Brothers, where he had worked for over a decade, Bloomberg used his severance package to start his own company. Bloomberg LP started as a financial information service and expanded into media and other businesses, and Bloomberg himself served as mayor of New York City for 3 terms. Number 6. Soichiro Honda, $92 million. Soichiro Honda was the founder of the Honda Motor Company. After being laid off from his job as a mechanic during World War II, Honda started a company that made piston rings for Toyota. He later branched out into making motorcycles and eventually cars, and the Honda Motor Company became one of the largest automakers in the world. Number 7. Walt Disney, $130 billion. Walt Disney is known for creating some of the most beloved characters and films in history, but his road to success was not without its setbacks. After being fired from an advertising agency, Disney started his own animation company, which eventually became Walt Disney Productions. The company struggled financially in its early years but eventually produced some of the most iconic animated films of all time, including Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Fantasia. Number 8. Stephen King, $500 million. Stephen King is one of the most successful authors of all time, with over 350 million copies of his books sold worldwide. However, his early career was marked by rejection and financial struggles. After being laid off from his job as a teacher, King wrote his first novel, Carrie, which was initially rejected by publishers. He persisted and eventually found success with that book and others, such as The Shining and It. Number 9. Tyler Perry, $1 billion. Perry was once homeless and living in his car, but he persevered and went on to become one of the most successful filmmakers in Hollywood. After a series of unsuccessful plays, he started writing and producing his own stage shows, which eventually led to a successful TV show and movie franchise. Perry's unique storytelling style and talent has earned him a net worth of over $1 billion. Number 10. KevinOLeary, $400 million. Before he became known as Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank, O'Leary was a struggling entrepreneur who had been laid off from his job. He went on to start his own software company, which he eventually sold for $3.2 billion. Today, O'Leary is a successful investor, entrepreneur, and television personality with a net worth of over $400 million. Number 11. Mark Cuban, $4.6 billion. Mark Cuban, another Shark Tank investor, was once in a similar position as KevinOLeary. After being let go from his job as a software salesman, Cuban founded his own business called MicroSolutions, which he later sold for a whopping $6 million. Following this success, he went on to become a well-known entrepreneur and investor. Today, Cuban is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks basketball team and has an estimated net worth of over $4.6 billion. Number 12. J.K. Rowling, $1 billion. Rowling was a struggling single mother. She began writing the Harry Potter series after she was fired from her position as a researcher and bilingual secretary. The books became a worldwide sensation, and Rowling is now one of the richest authors in the world, with a net worth of over $1 billion. Number 13. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, $800 million. After being cut from the Canadian Football League after only 2 months on the job, Dwayne Johnson returned to the United States with only $7 to his name. Johnson then chose to follow in his father's footsteps and pursue a professional wrestling career. He quickly became one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. Johnson then transitioned into acting and has since starred in numerous blockbuster movies such as Jumanji, Fast and Furious, and Moana, with a net worth of over $800 million. Number 14. Oprah Winfrey, $3.5 billion. Winfrey was fired from her job as a television news anchor early in her career, but she refused to give up on her dreams. She went on to become one of the most successful talk show hosts in history, and has since expanded her media empire to include television networks, magazines, and more. Winfrey's net worth is estimated at over $2.5 billion. These individuals have shown us that even in the face of adversity, success is possible with resilience and determination. Let's take their stories as inspiration to keep pushing forward and never give up on our dreams. Remember, the sky is the limit. So which one is the most surprising or inspiring to you? Leave a comment below and please like and subscribe to my channel. It can really help me out. Thank you.